Hi, my name is Emily Iannelli, and I am a male to female transgender girl. I have a son who's autistic, and I try to be the best father to my son that I possibly can be. My son means the world to me, and I always try to do the right things for my son. I've always told him that there's no reason to lose hope. You should always believe in yourself, and you should never get down. We all struggle in life. That's always going to happen, no matter what. But we must be strong, and it's okay to be different. My son was born with autism. I was born transgender. We don't ask to be this way, it just is. We have no control over it. The sad thing is that we are ridiculed or teased about it, and there's no reason that we should be. We're just as good as anybody else. We may have our differences, we may have our problems, but we are trying to cope and doing the best that we can. And anybody who decides to make fun or tease should be ignored. They are not worth the attention. There is no reason to tease or taunt or harass someone for being transgender or for being autistic. We are people. We have feelings. We have emotions. We don't tell others how they should live their lives. So people shouldn't tell us how we should live our life. We are here and we have to live and do what's best for us. I always do the best I can to inspire my son, to help him. I want him to believe in himself, and I want him to do the best that he can in his life. He's a wonderful boy, and he's got so much potential, and I hope that he can tap into that potential. I struggled all my life with being transgender. Not many people understand me, for me, who I truly am. But I have to live my life, and I have to accept who I am, and I can't change that, nor can I change the way people feel about me. I'm just gonna live my life the way I need to, and ignore the haters. I have a lot of people who do care and do support. It's unfortunate though that some of the people that don't understand me are family members. Even my sisters don't talk to me. But I can't change them. You know, that's just the way it is. If that's the way they want to be, that's the way it is. I'm not gonna, I don't judge them. So why should they come down and judge me? I didn't do anything wrong. I'm just living my life the way I feel I should. I'm not hurting people, and I take good care of my son, and I'm a good parent, and I always will be. Now this is one of my writings of my blog. This is actually in my hub pages. So this is one of my writings. Words, inspiration, and love. As I sit and think about what I will write and share with the readers in my writings, I am always trying my best to draw upon my personal experiences in raising my son and sharing what it is like to be affected by autism. Sometimes I feel like expressing the inner pain and frustration I feel when I have a difficult day in reaching my son, and on other occasions I wish to share the excitement and joy I feel in connecting with my son, and I feel the need to share this exuberance with the readers and the world, as I feel hopeful and elated that we both had a great day. As I have learned with raising an autistic child, no 2 days are alike. It is very unpredictable existence raising an autistic child, and it seems we as parents are trying our best to make their world a safe and trusting place. I don't have the answers, and I don't pretend to either. What I do try to do is to establish a healthy and meaningful dialogue with my son to help him in talking, expressing himself, thinking, sharing, opening up, communicating, and expanding his interests. I can spend hours talking to my son about all different topics. I focus on his interests, and we have had wonderful conversations on music, writing, making videos, driving places, childhood movies, TV shows, cartoons, school, family vacations, holidays, cars, the solar system, and the future changes in computers and technology. Once I get my son interested in a topic, he can literally do his research and within an hour be proficient enough to discuss what he has learned, and it makes him feel good to learn and remember. He also speaks about what he has already learned and seems quite knowledgeable. He knows about the early history of our country and the 13 colonies. He knows about Christopher Columbus and his 3 ships that sailed the ocean blue. He knows the first 10 presidents of the United States and the presidents who served from Eisenhower on in the more recent administrations. He knows the planets in the solar system. He knows what a warm front and a cold front are in meteorological terms. He also remembers scenes and dialogue in movies, and remembers the total number of pages in Dr. Seuss storybooks like The Cat in the Hat, and the words on each page as he recites the story after reading it a couple of times. It truly amazes me how much of a photographic memory my son has, which I am reminded of regularly when I hear him recite the words from a favorite movie or storybook of his in its complete context, word for word. When I hear him recite the lines with such full command, and I realize how he finds such joy in doing so, it makes me very happy, and I am very impressed. He certainly can captivate an audience, as he has when we eat at restaurants and other patrons hear him and realize that he is quoting lines to movies they have seen. It really attracts attention, and it makes me tear up a little bit when I see how comfortable and happy he is. I believe he would be wonderful at remembering lines in a play or a movie due to his unique ability of remembering the words and lines. Maybe he'll be an actor or a singer. My son also knows pi, expanded out to 10 digits beyond the decimal. I was watching a show on autistic savants, and it amazes me how some Asperger children and young adults can recite pi to over 100 or more digits beyond 3.14. They also have the amazing ability to multiply large numbers together and be as exact as a calculator, or they can look at several images and recall them to discuss in the exact order they saw them, or draw them as near to perfection as humanly possible, like a camera recreation. When I talk to my son and I see him respond with such intellect and such command, I can't help but feel proud and also shed a tear, because I know how difficult my son has it with dealing with his emotions and with sensory overload. He is affected by all the outside stimuli that sometimes it can be overwhelming to him, and he just cannot keep it together and succumbs to his emotions and shuts down. It can be very alarming, and his behavior can be unpredictable. This is the time when you are truly tested and have to really dig deep to allay your child's fears and anxieties and calm them down. It can be very difficult going through this and seeing your child struggle, but you have to keep it together for the sake of your child. My take on getting emotional about my son to the point of crying is a good thing. I love my son very much, and I would do anything for him. He is my little buddy, and I am so much better as a person because of my son and all he has taught me in his life. I have been trying to expose my son to many positive experiences and to try and engage him in conversation and allow him to express himself. He enjoys writing, and when he knows a subject that he has knowledge of, he loves to talk or write about it and express his ideas, which I think is tremendous and very helpful for him. And we encourage him always to speak and write with confidence and learn to expand his knowledge by being inquisitive and have a strong desire to learn and share his knowledge. The mysterious and dark side of autism has such an influence on those who live with it every day and who are witness to it every day. There is a happy side to autism also, which can help balance the sad and helpless side that provides us with hope and a sense that things will be okay. Knowing this gives me strength and allows me to enjoy my time with my son on both his good days and his bad days. We are working with him so he will have more positive experiences, which will hopefully allow him to enjoy a lot more good days and expand his horizons. Dedicated to my son Maddie and my wife Maria, Edward D. Iannelli III, Emily Iannelli. And this is the entry of my hub page. It's called Words, Inspiration, and Love. And I do have some pictures. I don't know if you can really make them out, but I do post on my hub pages and share what life is like as an autistic child. I write about many subjects, but this is one of them which is near and dear to me because I live it every day, and my son struggles with autism every day, as well as I struggle with transgender every day. We just have our struggles, and that's the way life is. But we can't change who we are, nor should we. We just try to live and do the best we can, and accept who we are, and never lose hope. We must stay strong, because we are good people. I encourage my son every day, and I miss him terribly, because he goes away to a residential school. He has had many problems in the local school district, where he was suspended on occasion for behavioral problems. Excuse me, but my voice is very dry, so I need to take a little water. That was good. I'm trying to do more with my voice, with Reverb Nation as an artist. I'm a spoken word artist, but I also want to sing, and I write my own lyrics and words to songs, and I'm hoping to actually write some songs to sing. I do speak a lot, and I think that's important. I share about my writings with my son being autistic and my situation being transgender, and I think I have a lot of ideas and thoughts and emotional feelings to put into writing and to share with my audience. And I also enjoy writing, creating videos, singing, dancing, especially being with my son. My son is the world to me. I love him. I love my family.